Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm sharing with you what I ate during week 1 of this detox. The focus of this week was clearing away any unwanted waste matter from the gut. So let's get into it. For breakfast I had a blackberry buckwheat porridge. It was the first time I've had buckwheat. I wasn't a big fan of the taste, but I did grow into it. I added loads of honey, so I think that helped. I then had a homemade celery juice with psyllium husk. The psyllium helps to cleanse the gut and soothe areas that might be inflamed. For lunch, I had a winter superfood salad. The quinoa is rich in protein and the nuts give added gut-boosting benefits. My main meal of the day was a ginger grilled fish. The salsa in this dish adds a lovely depth of flavour and a prebiotic punch. And just before bedtime, I had a lime and chamomile jelly type dessert. Day 2, I had an oat and berry breakfast bar, which I made the night before, and a turmeric latte. For lunch, I had some Turkish eggs with yogurt and tahini on sourdough bread. This honestly was delicious. I then had my psyllium husk in water, which is also a prebiotic. As a snack, I made some of Liz Earle beauty bombs, and these consisted of prune and coconut. Dinner wasn't as appealing as the day before. I just had the leftover salad and some leftover lentils. Dessert was the same, and as you can see, I added bee pollen. If you're liking my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. On day 3, I decided to have a quick breakfast, a banana prune almond smoothie. I ended up adding my psyllium husk to this. For lunch, I made some char-grilled asparagus with feta cheese on sourdough, and I added some sardines for extra protein. I had the same snack, and for dinner I made a turmeric spiced rice with the leftover sardines from lunch. I had the same lime and chamomile jelly dessert. It actually has yogurt, so it's a great prebiotic as well. For day 4's breakfast, I had a berry smoothie with my psyllium husk as well as my oat bars. I had the same winter superfood salad with quinoa, but I added feta cheese. For dinner, I had my turmeric rice again, but this time I added some chicken with some roasted veggies. So I had leek, courgette and carrot. For dessert, I was quite full, but I wanted something sweet, so I had one of my beauty bombs. On day 5, I decided to have the buckwheat porridge again. This time it didn't taste too bad. Maybe the strawberries helped. I did feel really hungry, so I had a banana and a plum. For lunch, I still had some of the winter superfood salad, that with a slice of sourdough bread with labneh. Dinner was much the same as the day before, except for the rice. Day 6 was the exact same breakfast as the day before. I'm really liking this. I made so much of this rice that I still had some for lunch. I just changed it up and added avocado and a bit of a different cheese on top. I had a lavender and cardamom tea in between meals. It was very soothing on the gut. And for dinner I made a tuna salad with broccoli, kale and green beans and the odd tomato. For dessert I had the last of my beauty bombs. Finally, on this day, I had a normal porridge. Goji berries are especially gut friendly as they help feed our good bugs. For lunch, I had the last of my tuna salad. For dinner, I had the last of my turmeric rice with some labneh and a boiled egg. And finally, for dessert, I had a simple orange full of vitamin C. So that was week 1. To be honest, I want to say I felt amazing, but I haven't really noticed that many changes. There are 2 things I did notice. First thing was that I wasn't bloated as much. I felt fine after meals. I didn't feel like I was bloated, like I was completely full. The other good thing I did notice after week 1 was that I generally felt like I was eating well, like my body was happy taking all these nutrients. TMI, but I did go to the toilet, to the loo more often than not, so I think that was a good sign. Hence the detox of like this challenge, like you're trying to get rid of all the toxins, all those bad bacteria in your body and everything. So that was a good sign that I was just going to the loo more often. I'm happy. I didn't have any alcohol. I didn't have any sugars. I was quite proud of myself for that as well. I felt like that was an achievement in itself too. Although the alcohol bit was particularly difficult on the last day of the challenge, and I nearly broke it because I was like, just because basically my boyfriend and I went out to watch the boat race on the Thames, and everyone around us was having drinks. They were all cheering, cheerful. It just makes you want to join in. But I didn't. I joined in mentally and physically, but I didn't actually drink any alcohol. So that was fun. I mean, not fun, but that was good for my challenge. I didn't break it. Another thing I didn't eat was sugar. I did crave it though. I really craved sugar this week. Apart from sugar, just in the form of fruit. But yeah, it was hard. I felt like having a little chocolate here and there, but I didn't as well. I didn't do that. I do want to be honest as well. Like, it wasn't easy, but on the last day, this last day just really tempted me in so many ways. I did have pizza, so that I didn't actually film that on the video because, yeah, it was just a takeaway. We were eating, I was starving, so I didn't really have time to film it. I had 4 slices of pizza. I didn't even have one, like I had 4. I went full out. I was like, after the first one, I was like, well, I've already eaten one, might as well have another slice. I know Liz Earle in this book mentioned that we do need to cut pizzas, pastry, any form of gluten type carby foods like that out of our diet for these 6 weeks. That's that. But I did feel okay. I did feel a bit uneasy afterwards, just because mentally I was just like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. Do you know when you were like, oh, I shouldn't have had that? But apart from that, the next morning I started week 2, which you'll see next week. But I started my cleanse and I just felt better, and I just said to myself, I need to commit to this properly. We'll see how I do next week. So yes, so thank you very much and see you next time.